examinations happening, so I think people have missed on the notification. And that is
Yeah,
it.
sure. So
So
will
little
it
bit,
be recorded? Yeah.
yeah. So little bit about Career Boat. Career Boat is a professional and powerful platform where students and early grads used to build their career. What it does, it basically provides you a platform to connect with mentors, and they give you a roadmap till you reach your goal according to your needs. And that is what I could figure out from like me doing my research about career board. Correct me if I'm wrong, and that is it. So over to Diwakar, and yeah, please carry on, sir.
Yeah. So hey guys, thanks for attending the session. So yeah,
Thank
Rashid said that some of you guys are having exams, and yeah. So yeah, let's keep it like totally informal. Yeah, let's discuss the thing. So how it's going to be, Rashid? So you guys are asking me questions, then I should follow up with the answers. Rashid.
Yes, yes. Now am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So yeah, you guys gonna ask like questions, then I should answer them, or I should talk. Yeah. So what are the topics I have?
Like first, like give a common introduction from your side, then we'll jump onto the questions.
Okay, okay, sure. Yeah. So hey guys, I'm a Diwakar, founder and CEO of Career Board. So basically, at Career Board, we help students to get mentored and reach their career goal. Where you can meet top 1% mentors here. Top 1% means like mentors who are working from man companies and startups in India, like product-based startups in India, like PhonePe, Google, credit, something like that. Yeah. So basically, you can meet these mentors and get complete solution for your career. When it means to complete solution, yeah, whether it could be like doing your masters or preparing for your placements or preparing on some of the topics, right? On your professional career. So that's where you can meet your mentors. We call them as a career twin because already they have came from the same journey and
Hmm.
they understand your problem, right? They came from the same journey. So they're gonna add a lot of value for your career as a mentor, and you will grow with them. So that's what Career Board does, and along with that, we are adding other values as well, where you can work with other startups, get hands-on experience. So
Hmm.
basically, we are bringing a new model where you will get mentored in exchange of work. So, work in the sense, yeah, we will be working on on-demand tasks that is given by founder or a founding team. Let's say the CTO, CEO, or the lead engineers, something like that. So we'll be working under them on this task, and we'll be learning, getting the feedbacks. Meanwhile, yeah, I'll be getting mentorship. So at the end, of course, you'll get a work experience, and with the mentorship, great knowledge. Also, it can be converted to a full-time job.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we are making it as apprenticeship model, where we'll be working as apprentice while getting mentored and working with the startups. So yeah, this is going to be totally free of cost, where we will get a, multiple benefits. As I say, the work experience, job opportunities, mentorship, yeah, many things, guys. So this is what we do at Career Board. So Career Board is backed by well-known organizations and investors. Like we are backed by ISP Hyderabad and Google Startups, University Edition, and Stanford Seed,
Hmm.
and we are funded by Startup India and Startup Karnataka as well. So mentors like Shrikant Iyengar, he's a CEO of Upgrad for UK region and ex-vice president for Infosys, so he's supporting us.
Hmm. Hmm.
And Naveen from IIT Bombay, he's a serial entrepreneur as well. So yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
uh, many like well-known people are backing us and supporting us. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much about Career Board and me. Yeah, I work on product and the growth side, and I have my co-founder. She works on marketing and operations. We have pretty good team, so which is located at Bangalore, also in Hubli, Karnataka. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, I mean, it's quite intriguing to just know like how we are solving this problem out. and it has been a quite a challenge to me as well. Like I also didn't find a proper roadmap. Like if I want to do this coding and stuff, like this, because YouTube is very crowded as a platform now. I mean, before there used to be a time where you used to gather all the resources. Now you have so many resources that now you don't have trust in that trustworthy content you have, which this is like sure shorted. I mean, this mentoring can cut out so much time. Like it can cut out like months of your time, and it will show you directly to your goal. And that is a great problem you're solving. So tell me something like how did this idea struck to you? I mean, what was that initial phase? How are you? So how did you start? I'm very curious on that.
Yeah, so even we started when we were in college during the pandemic, right? So in the pandemic, we were all in home, and we were just figuring out what to do and what to learn, right? Just to beat the time. So there from there we just like figured out we can be a campus ambassadors for multiple brands, right? So there we collaborated with multiple EdTech brands and started working as a campus ambassadors during a time like when we started interacting with the students, right? Being a campus ambassadors, so we started like understanding multiple problems that are faced by a student while pursuing a course or looking for their career, right? Career growth. In terms of like enrolling for the courses or just they like, researching about the courses, which course to enroll, or what exact tech stack to choose, right? Multiple problems are looped in. So the time when we understood all these things, yeah, despite of having multiple courses in the industry, so these all are not like solving in terms of career guidance or providing them accurate roadmaps and by understanding their strengths, interest, and all. So that's where we found a loopholes in the industry and started our career guidance platform as a Starvik in the beginning. So there we used to connect you to some of the mentors, but they have to. It's just like general sessions, like just enroll and learn some DSA and full stack web.
Okay.
It was like that. So eventually, like by dive into the problem and the industry, we got to know, okay, if you are a student or if you are a learner, right, you need a guide who will show you a proper career path and who will be there completely with your professional journey or the professional growth. So then we started it as a career board. It's almost been 1.5 years, and then we started approaching for some of the working professionals in the industry, like who are working with very well-known companies. Even like they were pretty curious and they were really interested to like give back to their society, right? They just want to share their knowledge and help people to grow in their career. So they see that as a success in their career, like giving back to the society. So okay, that's how it all started. We started onboarding the mentors, and we started like multiple communities, WhatsApp communities, and clubs in the colleges. Then people started jumping into the communities and got to know about the career board and started connecting with the mentors. So yeah, this brought real impact in terms of learning, and people understood okay what exactly the mentorship sound and what
Hmm.
exactly it is. Yeah, because when it comes to mentorship, we all again think that okay, it's all about learning, just like attending the session and learning from them. It's not exactly about that. It's all about sharing your problem with the mentors, and the mentor will help you to come out of that problem. He will provide you a proper roadmap or the solution, right? He will he will give you the feedback, and of course you should respect their time and the effort that are putting into you for your growth. So that's how we started the mentorship platform and started creating awareness of the uh, mentorship. Yeah, now yeah, it's all about the mentorship and helping people to getting employed that we are in now. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting part of career board. So, as you have mentioned, like earlier, the platform is completely free of cost. So, like, how do you monetize on stuff? I mean, little if you're okay with sharing how this like business model is, I would like to love to know about it.
Yeah, it's pretty transparent, right? So We don't charge for the students actually. We do charge for the companies now. Yeah, earlier we used to connect you with the mentors who are working in man companies and stuff. Yeah, of course you can connect with them now as well by paying a small fees. But the major part would be of getting mentorship in exchange of work. Right, it's a win-win for startups as well as the student. So if you are a student want to work with the company and get hands-on work experience by working on their project, yeah, you can be a mentee in their startup, and you can just work on the task that is shared by the founder or your manager. So meanwhile, they'll be like guiding you and helping you to learn how the things work in the startup and how to like code and stuff. So in exchange of that, of course, you'll be working for them and they'll be mentoring you. It's a win-win situation. So there is no like transactions are involved. No, we don't charge anything from the student side. Of course, we do charge for from the startup side because we are offering them resources and of course to make the wise decision, right? So basically what happens when you go to the company, they will interview for 2 or 3 round again, they will hire you. But yeah, you that not like sounds good, right? You should work closely with them, and then even company we should make the decision, and even as a candidate you should take a decision. So here we are allowing like candidate and company to work together at least for 2 to 3 months. Then we are asking startup to take the decision whether to hire him for a full time or on a freelance basis or just like finish his mentorship period. So based on the student performance during this mentorship period, company can eventually hire them, where it's gonna create a lot of value for startups because they can take their decision wisely by working with the student. And as a student, of course, you can decide whether to go on with a startup or not. So yeah, it's a win-win, and we do monetize on the startup side. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, let's suppose I would like to start something like in edtech space. Like, what are the challenges in edtech spaces, and how do you see this sector? I mean, where it is booming, and what are the opportunities one can explore in order to cling on to the space and I'm like solve something out of this space? How do you approach that? How did you approach that?
So challenges in the sense like we have, of course, while building the startup, I'm just saying in general, building the core team would be a very challenging part.
Okay.
So once
Okay.
you find your team, yeah, of course, they are like a gods, like CTO, CEO, or the CMO, or the marketing guy, the tech head, I can say. So we just need them to build a core product or the core startup. So that's the very challenging part because your vision should match and they should be on the same
Exactly.
page,
Mm.
right? And of course they should know okay where you are, what's the end goal and all. So that would be a first challenging part. And again, of course, access to the market. We have very large players. I can call them as sharks in the market. So again, creating your brand awareness and competing against them would be a very tough challenge. So here you should have your own modes or the unique value proposition where you can attract a lot of the students, and of course you solve the real problem. So that's where you can populate multiple type of users and start making the revenue in the company. So yeah, and apart from that, access to technology, I can say now it's not a problem, but earlier it was because you should pay for hosting the courses and like uploading the videos, getting your LMS. You should pay subscription cost. Now it became like very less, and even AWS, Google, Microsoft are supporting us in terms of like hosting our sites and giving us the credits and all. So now it has become very easy, and of course, data privacy and security that has become a major issue now, like data breach and all. So even that would be a challenging once you scale. And let's say in terms of B2B business in the tech, right? You collaborate with the colleges, you integrate some software with the college, and that should be operated by the teachers. So teachers should be trained on that. uh, that might be a small challenging, and we call it as a digital divide. So digital divide in the sense you can't give access to people who is not having internet, right? So you are going to play only online as an online ad tech company. You are going to give access to the people who are the internet users, but you can't give access to people who are not accessible for the internet, like tier three cities, right, or the small villages. So that's a kind of challenging issue, challenges we you might face in the ad tech business. And there might be like funding issue as well, and of course the, as I said, team. So these are some like casual challenges that you might face while starting a tech business. And of course, like you should solve a real problem, or if it is a kind of teaching business, you should get your right mentors on board who will teach right for the people, yeah, should deliver the proper content, value added content. Yeah.
So, like as you have mentioned about your team and how a strong core team will be helpful to build a great organization. For example, in my scenario, we friends thought of doing a startup like in fourth year, and it is at the brim, and it is taking a upward curve, and then comes your placements, and everyone are very curious about it, and you also have that pressure from your parents as well, that you take up placements. And how, like apart from selling the vision of your company, is there anything different you have applied in career board so that the core members have stick to you, like all in all your thicks and thins? And how did it go? Like, I mean, the rapport, did you face any issues like that, like people getting their big packages and dropping this out, like
Yeah, yeah, of course. So that's the major issue. Many people live, and again, entrepreneurship journey is a alone journey. You should move
yes.
alone for a long time
Yes.
till you get settled or till you find the product market fit, right? So like I used to like share my vision, like how I'm into the product, and this is going to be after like 5 years. And of course you should be very flexible while like with them, because they're gonna contribute a lot of things in the initial days. So just give a flexibility for them, ask them to work from home, and give them uh, like multiple vacations when they were there needed. And also we do have these ESOPs, right, employee share.
Yeah.
You should allow some stocks to them, so that that's where you can attract the talents, and they can be a core team member. And of course they should be visionary about the product.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's a difficult part while building the team, right? So
Mhm.
for our team, yeah, of course, most of them were my classmates, and they already like knew my journey
Mhm.
from the first year of engineering. They know like where I'm heading into, and what it's gonna. So from that time only, they knew like what I'm building and what are my strengths. So they were very confident on me, and they followed uh, our journey with the career board. And yeah, we are a pretty good team now. Yeah.
Okay, okay, great. So that has been an interesting part, and like as a career board, you have evolved as a brand. Like you have seen 1.5 year journey. You had your investors coming in, different people joining yours, and also you have seen the colleges coming to you and like collaborating. Like, are you interested to also to keep a your career board platform in our college as well? Like,
Yeah, of course, man. Happy to collaborate on that. So yeah, we are happy to spread word in your college, and people can utilize the platform at its best because it's totally free.
yeah.
You can start applying for the opportunities.
Okay. Like uh, on later part of this, I mean, after this session, we'll definitely talk. How can we arrange a meeting? Like how to take this career board in our college and things like that. And I am also curious to know how, like, brand obsession is something very important in edtech platforms, because the market has been very crowded. Like Byju's has come in, and it also had White Hat Junior. Then White Hat Junior has like disappeared, or something happened to it, and there are many other things. So how do you create that brand obsession so that people retain in the same brand, and they also spread that word of mouth marketing that this is the platform you can latch on to if you need this solid career roadmap. Like how do you keep that brand obsession alive?
Of course, so we should develop the clear brand identity. A strong like brand identity is like essential for building a brand that people love. This means like having clear understanding of what your brand stands for and what it offers, and what makes it unique, right? What exact unique proposition that you are delivering it for your customers. And of course, we focused mostly on creating a great customer experience, like building a strong brand required that provide exceptional like customer experience on every touch point. And also it's very important to build emotional connection with your audience. People tend to be more loyal to the brand, and they have emotional connection with this. So this can be achieved by like creating a brand story that resonates with your target audience. Also, I can say using some visual and verbal cues that evoke positive emotions and engaging with your audience on the emotional level. So, mostly on the social media and hosting multiple webinars and hosting meetups and networking events, something like that. And of course, we should be like very consistent on our branding. And yeah, of course, consistency is a key. Like we should keep on creating the content and hosting multiple events,
Yes,
and
yes.
keep on telling what exactly we do and what problem we are solving and all. So investing in building a brand awareness is really important, where you can compete, and that's going to be your differentiator when you compare it to other competitors. Yeah.
Okay, okay. That is an interesting part. So, Career Boat is now like it gives you a mentorship, like the proper roadmap of your area of interest. I mean, what are your future plans? Like, you are going aggressively in this space, or else you also want to include few new features in your app, which I mean, are you like ready to adapt with the trend? I mean, how do you plan your future moves? Like how is that thing in your career?
Yeah, of course. So we should be like up to date with the trends, right, and on the market requirements. So now we are, yeah, as when we see our journey, like complete one to many mentorship model. Then we approach for one-on-one mentorship model. Then we are into like a mentorship in exchange of work model, right? So
Okay.
that's how it's evolving now. And we are mostly like focusing towards mentorship along with the hiring now, because the end goal of every individual is like getting the job or getting employed. So that's the major goal most of them are having, right? So we are going to help people getting employed. That's recruitment side, and along with the mentorship. So that's where we are headed now.
Mhm.
So now it's like 70% would be we will be working on at the recruitment side, and 30% would be focusing on mentorship. So that's what I can say, because that's the end goal. So that's where we are going to focus on. Yeah.
Mhm. Uh, what would be your like general advice uh, for someone who is very layman in this edtech startup space, and he want to start off his own firm and maybe uh, do something change world changing like career board is doing in mentoring space? Like how can he go, like the approach and stuff like that?
First, you should identify like specific problem or a need. So to be successful in a tech industry, like even we are not like completely successful, still we are working on the problems, and we are trying to understand what exactly the industry need, or the customers need. Right.
Mhm.
So you need to identify the specific problem for your product or the service that you can solve it. So this can be like anything like improving the access to education, or enhancing the student engagement, or and the learning outcomes. You should conduct the market research. So that's the really important thing that you have to consider before launching your product in the industry, right,
Mhm.
or the market. So it's really important to conduct market research while I go and speak to the customer. And it's really like good time to start a tech business while you are in the college, right? Because you'll be having uh, multiple friends and from multiple colleges, and like as a student, what exactly the problem student faces. So
Mm,
that's the major benefit of starting while you are in the college, and just analyze the competition as well, and see how you're gonna be different, and how you can create a differentiator and add value proposition for the customers, and
mm,
why they should choose you. Why not your competitor? So these are some general questions that you need to ask and solve for yourself, and developing a strong value proposition is really important, and that clearly articulates your benefits of your product or a service. Yeah, that solves your specific problem, right? And yeah, of course, you should start with the MVP. So that happens with all the industry, not only the edtech. So when you develop the MVP and test it with the initial users, then you'll get to know, okay, what exact the product market is expecting, the customers are expecting, and how you can add value with the multiple features and the content. So it's good to start with the MVP, minimum viable product,
yes.
and then work on sustainable business model. Just go and understand for what service that user gonna pay you, and is that worth it? Paying a certain amount or the certain yeah, that's really important. Like pricing the product and building the sustainable business model, and yeah, considering collaborations and partnerships are really important. So that helps you to grow fastly, like
Mm,
collaborating with other tech startups, educational institutions, or other industry experts.
mm,
So this can help you in building your credibility and expand your reach and improve the product or the service, right? So that's
mm,
kind of the hack that you can do
mm,
while partnering with the product, other products or the services, and stay up to date with the latest trends and technologies. So now you can people started integrating ChatGPT, right, in their
yes.
platform.
Mm, mm,
So that's how you need to stay up to date with the current trends and technologies. So that helps your students or the customers to understand about the technology with the help of your platform, and that mostly attracts your audience, right? Because you are up to date, and yeah, you are using the latest trends and technologies. Yeah,
mm, mm, mm.
so these are the key things that you can keep in that tech business. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you need to have that market research, like with a MVP. You just go into the market, then test it out. How many people are getting this right, and where am I? I mean, is it matching to the level of expectations I'm thinking, or like sort of that initial trial you do, then you try to solve. Like from there onwards, you have another side of story. If it is valued by investors, you get investors and things like that. Okay, that is a great thing. Apart from these things, I would also love to know where did I mean initially, or like this journey you had over 1 year, where did career board got 2 to 3 things right, where it was like new way for the career board. I mean, what are those 2 to 3 things which you think you got it right, and what learnings can we get from that? I mean,
Yeah, so building the right product that we got right now, like not exactly like 100%, I can say around 60%.
mm,
So the major problem in the tech industry and our target segment is mostly tier two and tier three segment, right? So it's
mhm.
all about the affordability. So that's the
Okay.
one thing, and what value that you are adding for the particular price or the particular thing, right? So that thing we got it right. So we made it completely free, accessible for the people, and we started reaching out to like tier two and tier three cities, because there is a lot of need in this segment, and I think mostly like major part of the Indians comes from tier two and tier three cities, right? So there you got the huge market,
Mm,
and targeting that market is beneficial for you, while other edtechs are focusing on premium users. So there we got it right. Like the market is big, and also the product the product we are taking towards is on the right path, uh, as our data point says. So yeah, and of course, building the team, finding the team members. So these are kind of 3 points that we got it right. Yeah.
Okay, okay, great. So, like as they say, there are three types of India, like India 1, India 2, India 3. India 2 is like where middle class people live. India 3 is like lower middle class, and India 1 is like South Bombay, South Delhi, people like that. So, what do you think? Which market would be adaptable? I mean, to enter. I mean, is there any specific market where people adapt your product, or it is the same for everyone? I mean, if you think of like India 3, where the people are little bit poor, in that market, they don't have the technological access. Like, how do you wish to reach at that stage? I mean, there people are very much layman, and they don't even think about education as the priority. They just need their daily wages, like things like that. And how are you going to solve that India 3 segment? Like India 1 and India 2, they have YouTube. Like India 1 goes to like good schools and stuff like that. And how are you trying to solve like specifically India 3, where people are not technologically driven? Are there any workshops you're going to conduct, if or else, I mean, campaigns in their villages? How are they going to come to know? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, so as of now, like we are focusing only on internet users. Since like yeah, of course, once we scale it right, we of course we focus on this segment as well. And people are getting educated because they are getting access to the internet, and now internet is fast and accessible everywhere, and people are getting adapted for these kind of trends like learning online and stuff. So I think when we scale it to the millions of users, that time we might think of reaching out, like hosting offline workshops for tier three, like mostly tier three students, and it's like brick and mortgage model and blended learning kind of stuff. Yeah, we might think on that as well. But now we are only focused on like internet learning. Yeah, online
Okay.
learning. Yeah.
It would be great. I mean, if the tier 3 audience are also catered, and yeah, like
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
a great revolution in internet. People are started to use the internet much more than usual, and things like that. So there is 60%. I mean, there is still 40% of Indians who are yet to come on internet. And if they come, and if we like transition into different languages, like region languages, we can like go big in the sector. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
of
what
course.
I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think can we take questions?
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
should we take questions from audience?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So is anyone here who can ask their questions to Diwakar in EdTech space? Hmm, Altaf Sheikh, hello sir. Altaf, you have any questions? Okay, I think there are no questions from the audience side. So thank you, Diwakar. It's been a pleasure to know the realms of a tech space, and there are so many problems to be solved in this space. And I only feel this very prosperous moment to solve so many problems in tech space, and people choosing entrepreneurship. You yourself, right from your college, you have chose entrepreneurship, and also kudos to you who you got funding from ISB, Stanford, and things like that. And it's really, really inspiring to build to that scale, and looking forward for many collaborations like within our college. And we'll for sure connect on LinkedIn or any platform you are available on.
Sure, Rashid. Yeah, thanks for inviting me here. Yeah, I am like really happy to like talk to people and people like you guys. So because even like I was student when I started this, so
Mhm.
happy to chat and happy to speak. Yeah,
Mhm. Thank you, thank you. Let's stay connected on LinkedIn.
thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Have a
Have a nice day. Bye.